Really rainy weather here at the old fortress. And that's exactly the right thing for the Amur, and so of course I'm looking for it here at the old fortress. But just a moment ago, there wasn't any rain at all, and there he already took the bait. So head over here to the old fortress if you're up for big fat Amurs. We tested the classic spot in the live stream, 216.7. That's the spot. That's the spot pretty much everyone knows. That's the ultimate place to fish for Amurs here. Right now they're running really well here at this spot. So get over here. It's also a spot you can test at night, at least the one directly across, because right across is the spot for eel. Yeah, so we basically just stepped out from the old fortress diagonally across, and I actually made a video about tench fishing here not too long ago. Check that out too if your setup isn't super massive yet. That one works really well too. But if you're in the mood now for big fat chunks, if maybe you're even still hunting for the trophy, this spot here seems to be working. I took the entire setup just as it was from 216.7, so from up there, the classic Amur and Carp spot, and just dragged it over here to this place. Now I just quickly cast it out, bam, at 10 meters, and it's going really well right now, even into the evening hours. That's how it looks right now. 20 minutes at the spot, and big fat Amurs are coming in. 15 kilos, 17 kilos, 19 kilos. So yeah, it's really looking good. Now I'm still looking for the black Amur. I'm still missing that one as a trophy. So I'm hoping now that maybe the black Amur prefers a slightly different aroma. Feed mix is an Amur feed mix, a mix tailored for Amur, not tailored for the bait, tailored for the fish, not the bait. And the bait varies, and that's actually the interesting part. These are insights from the last Q&A, by the way. If you haven't seen that yet, it's already translated into English, by the way. Yeah, on the English YouTube channel, it's already up. Just check it out. And of course, also in German. Just take a look. The last Q&A had info like this. So a feed mix tailored to the fish, and then figure out what aromas are also interesting to the fish. What is it in the mood for? And I started off here with the setup using just size 1 hooks. Pretty simple, and then also with rose and yellow. So, black yellow. I'm using zig rig here, by the way. I can also very well imagine just going in here with pop-up boilies, fully going in on the right aroma, and that's it. What I've got here right now is zig rig black yellow and rosé, all large size 26 foam with banana. Before that though, I had, let's take a look at the 19er. No, that's the other one. That's the other one. The 17er, right? Black yellow. It's not even written in here. The dip isn't listed, it was current. So it was the black currant dip. That also worked. Black currant is also what's currently showing up in the records over and over again, blackberry with black currant. So that works, but banana does too, and that's why I just switched it up. And yeah, one immediately took again. The really big one was just now on here, on lime and red stick. Red sticks only come in size 20, unfortunately. Maybe I'll tweak that a little. This still has currant on it. Maybe I'll rebuild it a bit. What if instead of red, we go with black? Do we have something big here? Black, green, and lime with currant? Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Maybe that triggers something. Black, green, green also worked really well for the black Amur. A few weeks ago, on 216.7, hemp as an aroma worked really well. It also worked with zig rig and that foam. What hasn't worked at all yet is the middle rod. And I've already rebuilt it again and again, and now I'm trying black, green, and so on. I'm gonna throw on some fresh grass. It's all lime and green. And now we're just doing a few more experiments with the third rod. Because like I said, it just hasn't done anything yet. The whole setup, all 3 setups are set to just 31 kilograms. I'm using 30 centimeter leaders here at this spot. And if we look at the spot, it's clipped at 10 meters, cast out easily up front. Let's open it up real quick and we'll see. Where is it? The depth. So a depth of 1.50 meters is set right now. Let's check quickly, or we have it here at the spot, about 1.52 meters deep. And with the 30 centimeter leaders, we're away from that. So now we're at about 1.20 meters depth. So 1.52 meters deep, leaders go 30 centimeters back up. That means we're at about 1.20 meters depth now. Yeah, it's working quite well so far. The feed mix is also interesting now, and I've got the mix here again, a basic Amur ground mix. So there's flaxseed in it. You know what? Let's take a quick look at the feed mix. So flaxseed as the base, rice is in it, magic hemp pellets, pumpkin seeds, always work well. Green works well because it all fits in that green area. We've got a nut mix in there and hemp seed oil. So now we've got all kinds of aromas that regularly work well for Amur. Let's see if that works out. I saw the thing with the rice and the TP catch from RFT. He had that in his feed mix. Rice, I hadn't really used that much before. Sometimes with the koi's, just as a test. But the rest, those are always just classic aromas for Amur fishing. So why not just throw in the rice too? Let's see if that works. Yeah, and then of course just cast it out, right around 10 meters. Bam, delivered with the spot rocket. And that's it. Yeah, that's basically everything about the spot. For me now, it's about waiting, testing, trying things out, and especially trying to adjust the baits or the foam colors a bit more. Maybe adjust the aromas again. The nice thing is, because of this neutral feed mix, we now have the chance to test all kinds of different aromas, because the feed mix itself is pretty neutral, and that way nothing in it is disruptive. So with the feed mix, we increase the population, ideally of Amur, even better, ideally of black Amur. And then we just try to find out, what does the black Amur actually like? Yeah, not really all that different from the previous fishing, but less targeted. So we're not just going in with one single aroma, instead, more spread out. So we're trying to influence the population better that way. Yeah, like I said, right now it's all white Amurs. At night, there was nothing. Let's see if it picks up again here in the early morning hours. That's all for now about fishing Amurs here at the Old Fortress. Maybe it'll work out for you too. Maybe you'll land something big and fat. Leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you in one of the next videos or in the next live stream. Petrie.